Hello, everyone. How are you? Hey, I've got a phone over here that says it's got a low battery, but it's connected. So, hey, not that's my problem, not yours. Thank you for coming. Today, we're going to do some testing of Canva, particularly because they just updated their Canva 2.0 AI or Canva AI 2.0. So we want to test it to see how far we can get. We've had problems. I've got a love hate um, situation going on with Canva. So I will also say that if this thing goes tits up, I am well, I was on a new medication from the shrink, and it's a nope. It's definitely a nada. Not going to feel this way for 4 to 6 weeks. So 3 days of this, no, I am just like totally, I'm like a drunken sailor. So that's my personal stuff. So let's get on with, let's see what Canva can do today. All right. So we're just going to use a prompt, simple prompt. We're not going to give it too much detail. We're going to build a one-page lead magnet landing page for a free guide called The 5 Unkillable Plants. The audience is new plant parents who are keep killing their house plants. And we want it to include a hero with headline and subhead, a short section on why plant care advice is confusing, 3 steps showing how the guide works, and an email opt-in form. This is the key one, an email opt-in form with free name, first name, and email fields. It should be warm, calm, friendly tone, soft sage and cream color palette. Now, that's not a very detailed prompt. Probably wouldn't put this in trying to get a production landing page, but this is good enough to see what Canva will do. And we're going to try it on Lovable and Replit. And we're going to also have Claude do a little bit of something. I've already got his already. It's already done. I do not want to humanize these things. So let me grab this code here because I got an API key. I got to be careful here. So we're going to grab this. We are going to come over here to Canva. And if you'll notice, we've got a new doc type over here called code. And we'll get to that in a moment, but I just want to go over here on the side, all the way down here to Canva AI. We're just going to put this in here, and then we're going to just let it cook for a minute. Okay, we don't need anything else. It might ask us some questions. So let's see. No, I want it now. Come on. Start. Oh, well, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry about that. Told ya, it's the meds. Okay, now that's Canva doing its thing. Let's go over to Lovable and see what it's going to do. And Lovable may crap because it looks like I don't have that many credits on Lovable, and I am not going to buy any more. So it may crap out. Let's hope not. So since Lovable wanted to, it's on a limited basis, I'm going to go over here to Replit, which I've never used. So I put the prompt in, same prompt exactly. And I did ask it just one little thing, connect the form to my Flowdesk account. And I did not ask Canva to do that because Canva is just flat out going to say it can't do that yet. I know that because I've been testing it out all week, and we thought we already almost had it, but it's a no-go. Canva has to, I don't know, open up their API. I don't know what they have to do, but it blocks any type of, trying to go out to any type of email service provider. So if you can see down here, oh boy, that's not very big, and I can't get that magnified, zoomed in, but it's asking me for my Flowdesk API key. And I'm not going to show you my Flowdesk API key. So I'm going to go back here because your API key, you're not supposed to let anybody know. Never let anybody know what's your secret API key because that's a biggie. So now if I go to Replit, okay, you can't see that. That's good. Putting my API key in there. Now what this API key is going to do, it's going to connect to my Flowdesk account. And if all things go as planned, we're going to have a contact in my Flowdesk account. So next, oh gosh, is it segment ID? Okay, yep, segment. It wants, I told Claude it was going to want a segment ID, not a form ID. So here we're going to go to, that's okay, we can get it. I'm going to go over to Flowdesk and I'm just going to show you where your IDs are because a lot of places do make it a lot easier to find the ID. This is the form ID here. Oh, you can't see that. Okay. So, oh dear, you can't see that at all. Hold on. We got to do something different here. Wait a minute. You can't see that. Okay, view. I need to see that and I need to see this. Are you going to be able to see that? I still don't think you can see it. Okay. All right, well, this is what I did. I'm going to get the segment ID over here, and you guys cannot see that. I am so sorry. That's because we're just going to do a little bit of housekeeping here right in the middle of the thing. You probably can see this, but that's okay. I'm just trying to move this thing down, but it's not going to move. All right. No problem. Okay. Well, I have a slide. Here's the ID. So it's not XOXO, but for Flowdesk particular, you go up into the URL, that big old ugly URL up there at the top, and you're going to see some funky stuff, app.flowdesk.com. Notice that is a segment, and what you want is everything between that / here and that, okay, / can you see that? Yeah, okay. And this question mark. Everything, there's going to be a big long number in between here. I just put XOXO. You want to grab that. That is your segment ID. Now, I'm going to have to jerry rig trying to get this, the real ID to see if Replit is going to work. I can show you this. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. Oh, you still can't see it. Never mind. I'm just going to grab segment ID, and I'm not sure that this is all that, secure. I can always delete the segment because nobody's in it. So I am going to put the segment ID in Replit. And then hopefully it doesn't ask me for anything else. It's asked me for my API key and it asked me for my segment ID. So we're going to submit that. What software are you using to live stream? Ecamm, Jim. Yeah, you use Ecamm. You're in the Ecamm community. Okay, so Replit is working. Let's see what Canva's doing over there. Oh, Canva's finished. Okay. All right. What did Canva tell me? On it. I'll create a worm. Okay, it's already done it. And this is version 1. Oh, all right. Let's see. Let's publish it. Okay, publish. Let's see. Are you not publishing it? Oh yeah, down here in the corner. You can see that. Oh boy, I don't know. I guess those images are okay. So let's see what that looks like. Meet the plants that are very hard to mess up. Okay. I like Canva. I notice is putting these little, off kilter little things in most of this stuff. So we got the 5 unkillable plants, free mini guide. That's all right. No green thumb required, just a sunny-ish corner and good intentions. I like that. I like that. Does this arrow work? Yes, it does. Let's go back up. All right. Now, let's see what else we got. We got plant care can feel loud. You are not bad at your plants. Okay, okay, the copy. All right. Canva doesn't do bad though. I'm not disappointed in any of the AIs what they're doing with the copy now. Before the copy was horrendous, but now they've gotten smarter and they've just grabbed all the famous copywriters' material and they got it. So unfortunately, um, there would be some editing, of course. One article says water, blah blah blah. The guide skips the jargon. That's cool. A calmer way to start. I like that. 3 small steps to happier windowsill. Okay. Choose your match, read the simple signs, grow your confidence. It's pretty good. And here we have the opt-in form. So your fresh start is here. Get the guide and bring home your next plant with confidence. All right, I'm going to put a fake name in here, Jerry, if I can type. Oh, told you, Jerry, and I'm going to say, I don't know that it's going to have error control on the email, but let's see if Jerry can get a fake email. As you can see, I've used Jerry a lot. Okay, underneath, a gentle plant or two may follow. No clutter, no pressure. Now, this is the main thing we're going to click. What's going to happen? You are on the list. Your free guide is on the way. Here is to fewer crispy leaves and more tiny wins. Okay, okay. Then it says back to form. Okay, why would we want to go back to form? I don't know, Canva, why we'd want to go back to form, but that's what you got on there. However, we did not give this a ID because we know that that's going to block, so I wasn't going to even try that. But what we're going to do is not all is lost. Okay, so we're back here and we are going to try and figure out what we can do here. Okay, go away, go away. All right, now you can edit all this. This is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. You got your little edit up here, and look at that. Everything on the page is editable. And this is just with a prompt, and we didn't get real detailed with this prompt. So you could go in here, you could change oh, it only got one image, didn't we? You could change that image. I'm not so wild on that image. It looks creepy, but that's why you have Canva has its photos and stock images. But here's the thing. We have code now. So when we do this, you can get the HTML all over here. You can download that and you can actually carry that HTML to another platform, which opens things up a lot. And because this is a live test, Canva is not going to cooperate with me. It isn't. It really isn't. I'm supposed to have data up here and I don't. Let me see. Share. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, Canva. Canva, Canva, Canva. I'm supposed to have data up there. Where'd my data go? I got code and I got edit. Ask Canva. I'm going to ask Canva. Where did you put the contact details? And it's going to work. It's going to really, what did it do? The page doesn't collect or Okay, okay, blah, blah, blah. Display contact, it can only email opt-in. I know that. Would you like to add a contact section with your details? No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, well, there's supposed to be data. Darn it. You're supposed to have a little thing up here that says data. Let's try another way. So this wasn't bad. I'm not totally upset with this. This, however, was supposed to go to a Canva spreadsheet, which it's data, right? Let's just say that it is data, but it doesn't do us any good because unless you want to export, you're going to have to export the data that it gave you in a CSV form. You're going to download that. You're going to have to upload that to your email service provider, put it into your um, whatever segment or field, tag it however your email service provider does, segments your list. And that's just way too much. That's a bridge too far. Nobody can do that. First of all, it said your guide is on the way. Your guide is not on the way because it's stuck in Canva. So I'm going to try one more thing because I really thought that data was going to appear. We have this new doc type called code. Well, it's just code, not called code, it's code. If I go to code, what do I get? What do I get? We get a few templates. They say they have 50 templates. These are code. You can't see that. Should have told me. These are now code templates, just like Canva has the docs, the like I don't know what they call them. I guess they call them docs. They just like Google Drive, and then they have spreadsheet would be a doc type, and what else would be a doc type? Just about anything, not much. So we're going to come over here so we can deal with 50. I think they've got a pretty good choice here. Let's try this one down here. I'll just grab anything, Ramona. This looks good. Okay, what do we got? Okay, it comes over, daily board. I swear I thought that said daily bread. Okay, what are we doing? Not started, in progress, done. Oh, okay, I see. Plan your life productively. This is not a website. This is an app. So it can now create mini apps, I guess you would say. It has timers. It has, let's see what this is. We might come back to that. Replace. This is an avatar generator. Create your team profile. Well, that's nice. I mean, I don't know where I would use that. Hairstyle. Okay, so let's just try it. Okay, if we publish this, it's still a website, right? We're going to publish this. Are we published? Not yet. Okay. Come on, come on, come on. Don't be so slow. All right, it is a website. Now, I don't know who wants to do this, but let's see what it does. Okay, you got a head shape. Sure, angular. Okay, skin tone, 3, whatever that means. Side part. Hair color is not blue. We're going to make it, okay, we're going to make it pink, I guess. It's going to wink. Can we do something else besides wink? Lashes, okay. Mouth, smile, hair, accessories. Okay, your name, Bonnie, your role, project, manager. Okay, what do we get? I mean, randomize. Bonnie turned into a boy. Randomize again. Oh, I see. So we can just keep going through here and through here. So not super useful, but I guess somebody could use it. So let's try again. Let's get something that's an actual website because I had it this morning. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Holiday planner. Oh my goodness, you got meal planners. You got stuff that I'm not sure. Guided reflections, that's visibility at scale, your team. Let's see what this one does. All right, this is a proper website, right? Okay, so do we have any type of form here? Oh, we don't. Schedule a demo. Let's see here. Let's publish this one. Now, if it does a scheduler, that would be pretty darn strange that it can do that and it can't do an opt-in form, but let's see what it does. Come on. Okay, while it's doing that, we're going to go over to what did Replit do? Okay, Replit's finished. Now, Replit is the one that does have the connection to Flowdesk. So let's see what, for recovering plant killers, the 5 unkillable plants are like that. Stop blaming yourself, start growing with confidence, get the free guide. We're going to go down there. Nice, nice, nice. Pretty plain, but it's okay. Copy is pretty decent. Inside the guide, you're going to get forgiving varieties, plain English care, and real life placements. Okay, so if I get my free guide, now this time, do I need, I know I can use Jerry again. Jerry, first name, Jerry at home.com. Okay. Oh, it's not going to go anywhere yet. I have to publish it. They should make this publish button a little bigger. Okay, we're going to make it public. I'm not going to change that. Public. Okay, publish. Let's see where it goes. Oh, it's doing a whole bunch of stuff. Like I say, I've never used Replit, so I don't know what's going to go on here. That's pretty visual. Pretty visual there. We can now go back and see what Canva did. Start setup. Quick start, yada, yada, yada. Okay, so it did not have anything. Schedule a demo. I just was curious. I don't think, oh, shut my mouth. Shut my mouth. Okay. Jerry. Let's use you again. Jerry at home.com. And I want to see you. I would have liked a calendar to come up there, but that's okay. We're going to say 08, 02, 2026. Confirm booking. Are we going to get where we want to go? We'll be in touch soon. Okay, I wish that would go away by itself, but that's okay. Now, if we go back here, okay, now, remember that, people. We went through here, we clicked the code type, and we got the template. Now, this is a Canva template. We can still edit it, but what we have that is an advancement, let's say, we have this thing called data up here. Now, I'm not super duper excited about it, but let's see what it does. Okay, so now we've got product launch page, Canva Code, Canva Code. Okay, Canva Code gives data, and if you use Canva AI 2.0, it doesn't seem like it's given the data. I can't imagine that that is right. I think that maybe I did something wrong because why would one, they're both, what are we calling them, code docs, and we can get the HTML. Why wouldn't the first one have that data? So I am one that is allergic to spreadsheets, so I break out in hives. But I'm going to go in here and, okay, what we got here is we got a full name, we got the email, and we have the preferred start date. It's okay. It's okay. Now, what we would have to do, that can't do too much for us, but we could go here and we could download it as how many things we downloaded is that CSV, that's a plain text file. You could get a PDF, you could get an image, but you'd really want that, or you could go to Excel. You can download it as Excel. So I just feel I think that's a good thing if you're just doing something on a personal basis, and this way you would have to just keep on top of this file here. And I don't think that doesn't get us too far. That doesn't get us too far at all, because nobody can download, upload, and then expect the it's a lead magnet. You got to deliver the lead magnet, right? So you want that delivery email to go out immediately as soon as they click the submit button. So although they have data and they're real excited about it, I'm not so excited. Okay. So let's go back to Replit again. Where's Replit? Oh, way over here. Okay, well, Canva Lovable was able to do this. Okay, let's see what Lovable did. Lovable didn't get the I'm sorry, here we go. Lovable didn't get the ID of the segment either. So 5 unkillable plants, that's kind of texty. Where did I guess we should have asked for some images. Huh, Lovable. Huh. Okay, it did give an opt-in form, but remember, we're not connected to anything. Lovable does have the ability to connect to Flowdesk without a doubt. So we know that would work if we had given it the IDs. But I just don't, yeah, all text ain't good. That does not compel me to scroll. So back over to Lovable. Congratulations, your project is live. Well, let's see. Oh, we could create a slide deck, or we could create a animation, but I'd have to upgrade to core. So let's see what we got here. We got the 5. Oh, this guy didn't give us any images. We must have been needed to be more specific, right? We should have said we wanted a header and a header image. So you don't have a black thumb. As you can see, the copy is pretty similar. So once again, this is the one we're gonna see if this works, because it does have the IDs for Flowdesk. Send me the guide. You're on the list. Okay, are you lying or are you telling me the truth? We are going to come back over to Flowdesk. We're going to give it a minute. We're going to refresh. Come on. Oh, it's not over there. It's not over there. I am going to, so I don't expose everybody's email on my list, I'm just going to come back on camera. Let me see if he's over there. The audience. Okay, Jerry is over there. Jerry is not in the segment though, but we got, oh, Flowdesk is so smart. I should have used a real email, because already he bounced. Oh God, I hate that when that happens. When you're testing, because you don't want too many bounces. So I really should have used a real email, but test worked because it's over there. I'm not going to show you my whole email list, because people, don't want their emails exposed, but it did work. So applications, AIs like Lovable, Replit, I think there's Cursor, whole bunch are out there that they can connect to your email service provider. And curiously, Replit didn't ask to connect to a MCP. And don't ask me what MCP is. I looked it up one time, but it's just the glue. It's just the glue between apps. But Replit didn't even ask me to connect to Flowdesk in any way or shape. And it all it needed was the ID. So that's pretty kind of wild because it it didn't ask. I didn't give it flowdesk.com. I didn't give it anything else but that ID. I did give it the API key. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry. The API key. API key is also the glue. So that's what glued it to Flowdesk. So back to our situation with Canva. Canva just treats me like a freckle faced stepchild because it just will not let us um, connect out to wherever. What is happening here? Am I okay? My slide, my share screen got stuck there for a minute. But yeah, Flowdesk, and I don't know what the technical um, term is that Flowdesk is blocked, not Flowdesk, but Canva is blocking anything that goes outside, I guess for security. And it's a shame that they keep improving the AI and they keep improving what we can do with the websites. And I just don't think they're finished. I think at some point they're going to have to open up that API because that's all they need to do, right? Um, I could be wrong because it's a little bit above my pay grade, but when they just have to do an MCP or open up their API. I know that's geeky. My audience doesn't like geeky, but I think if they just opened up the API, then we'd have all that freedom to use our ESPs. Because no matter, I don't want Canva to become an email service provider or CRM. I really don't. I think they're stretched too thin already. I know there a lot of good focus is education, so they do a lot with that. The whiteboards, you know, the docs. They want you. They're just like social media. They want you to stay on the platform as long as possible. But I don't want them to become an email service provider because I think that gets very in the weeds, and it would they're a graphic application. I want them to stay a graphic application, but I just want them to give us that ability to get out to the email service providers. Because the other, even if you create a website in WordPress or well, Elementor is WordPress or um, Wix or everybody, you're still going to have that link to go out to your email service provider. That's always separate, as it should be. Otherwise, things get, well, other than the all-in-ones like Kajabi, and but another that's only if you're creating a course, but that's an all-in-one. And I think, oh yeah, there's kind of like Podia, those are all-in-ones that would be a CRM, but I don't want Canva to do that. So the test was fairly successful, and I am happy that I can at least use the dedicated, what do we call these? The dedicated AI builders or the vibe code applications. I don't know actually what they're called, but those, are open and you can, you know, add, get to your email service provider. But what you could do in Canva is because now you can download HTML. So, and I did try that. This is, hold on, I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so this is HTML. This is pure HTML. If you can see, oh, you can't see it, but it's on my local computer. It says user/Ramona download tester.html. So this it's pretty clean. Do we have actual links? I don't know. Okay, the links worked. It did not download any images, and that's probably a good thing. I don't know. It could have, I'm sure. Okay, projects. The links work, and it did come down. So you could take this. You could take this HTML and you could put it in any of those Lovable or Replit or Claude. You can take it over to Claude, and Claude can connect to Flowdesk as well. But if you put it in Claude, there's always a limitation. If you put it in Claude, you still have to have somewhere to host it. So we're getting there. We're getting there. But I'm still a little bit disappointed in Canva because I so much want to be able to do the whole thing. The one sure way to use a Canva website is to put your button, put your email service provider link underneath a button. And that is the surefire way. It's always going to work. It's just one more tiny, tiny step that the user has to take. I don't like making the user, keystrokes are important, but that's the only way we can get it done right now. So, do we have any questions? Because I told everyone I'm going to keep these brief. We're going to keep them real short for the summer forever. 30 minutes is fine. These are snackable, digestible little tech treats for you. And I think it's on a Saturday. You don't want to be too overwhelmed, right? So if we don't have any questions, I was thinking about taking August off, but I think I'll come back next Saturday. I don't know. There might be some times there's a water park in my future here, I hear from grandson. So that's an adventure trying to get the last of summer packed into August before the kids go back to school. So I thank you for coming in. Um, Come join me next week. Who knows what I'm going to be talking about next week, right? Because I don't plan ahead. Anything can happen. Everything's going moving so fast. Whew, things are moving fast. I don't think our brains were meant to take in all this stuff, but the next generation, their heads are going to get bigger. But I don't have to worry about that. So take care. Thank you for coming in, and I really enjoy this. So have a great, great weekend. We've got good weather. I hope you've got good weather where you are. We're out of that heat wave and that smoke, and we can breathe, and that is a good thing. So take care. Ta ta.